Jai Hind. I am Dr. Vivek Singh, Associate Professor at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So today I will cover computer aided manufacturing topics. So just talking about the use of computer in manufacturing processes. So computer aided manufacturing plays a very important role in manufacturing industries. So if we are talking about production in huge quantity or number of parts, suppose we are manufacturing a car, we can say that here dealing with number of parts like 20,000 parts in car. So to manufacture that parts in traditional machines like lathe and other milling machines and with other operations, so it needs lot of time. So to produce such a huge quantity, we need computer aided manufacturing to produce the parts and reduce cycle time, so that the overall manufacturing production can be increased. So just talking about this CAD and CAM system. So here all design parts will cover under this computer aided design. So talking about initial stage, so first of all it is required to develop a part, individual part with the help of modeling, and after that to develop the assembly modeling and analyze the model, and after that confirming the all requirements of drawing, then we will finalize this design, finally design object. So here interface between computer aided designing and computer aided manufacturing is this computer aided process planning. So we have to properly plan our manufacturing route so that we can accordingly use the computer aided manufacturing system over machines, CNC machines, and can manufacture the component using CNC machines and other device, and finally we will got product here. So talking about step process, so first is to develop CAD model, and after that engineering analysis verified, so that here in engineering analysis we will just confirm the requirements of our product and to check in modeling softwares, so that we can get the requirement of manufacturing product. We can say that like in finite element analysis, we can analyze the parts that it is actually can be used for manufacturing product. So after verification, here computer aided process planning will be there, and after that we will put input to CAM softwares, and then after using it in CAM software, then the manufacturing using CNC device, we can manufacture the product, and finally we will got product here. So here talking about this numerical control machines. So here if we are talking about numerical NC machines, so it is a form of programmable automation in which mechanical action of machines or other equipments are controlled by program containing coded alphanumeric data. So here if we are talking about this numerical control machines, so here we have a this programmable automation system through which we can produce number of part at a time. So here numerical control in any machining process with the operation can executed automatically in sequence as specified the program that contain information for the tool movement. So if we are comparing with traditional manufacturing system like in lathe machine, so in lathe machine operator can manufacture the product with the help of completely manually, and accordingly full attention is needed during the manufacturing of product. So here in case of numerical control programming, so here we will first make a program, and after that we will feed into the machine, we say machine control unit, and after that our this machine tool will read the information system of programs, and after that it can execute sequence wise over in the operations. So talking about the information systems, so generally in numerical control, alphanumeric data represents relative position between work head and work part, as well as other instructions needed to operate the machines, so that machine control unit can read the data which is in alphanumeric system, and after that it will be transmitted to the machines for execution. So just if we are talking about this application of numerical control machine, so we will come to know that for machine tool applications such as drilling, milling, turning and other metalworking we can use. So these are the processes in which we can completely mechanize the system. We can produce number of parts over this machine tool applications. And also if we are talking about non-machines applications such as assembly, drafting and applications, so computer aided system can be also used there. So we can also talk about that if we are doing other suppose welding system, then it can be done with robotic systems. So here the common operating features of NC in all these applications is control of work head movement relative to the work part. So here just we can see in pic, this is CNC turning machine. So here all spindles, tool head and other control units are there, so that here we can program the objects accordingly, and which can be, it can be feeded over these machine systems and program will executed as per sequence. So here we can see these are the general pic for CNC turning. And similarly in cutting system also we have this CNC laser cutting system. So in CNC laser cutting system we can just cut the part as per our desired. So we will just draw a system in CAD design, and after that we will take the file and can manufacture the product as per requirement. So here also the main applications of this computer aided manufacturing with the help of CNC machines. So it can be widely used in automotive industries, for the machining application of engine blocks. Also if we are talking about this aerospace industries, so here to machine or to fabricate this turbine machinery of aircraft, so here 5-axis CNC milling machine can be used. Apart from this, it is widely used in electronics industries, and also very much popular in rapid prototyping of product, where we can manufacture the components with the application of 3D printing. So it can be used in metallic as well as in plastic products. So here if we are talking about this numerical control systems in computer aided manufacturing, so here the essential features of numerically controlled machine have been established for many years. So it comprises of controller known as the machine control unit. So MCU is the heart of this CNC systems, computer numerical control machine system, and in numerical control machines. So it is capable of reading and interpreting a stored program and using the instructions in machine control unit via actuation devices. So this arrangement is shown in this figure. So here talking about the numerical control machine systems components. So here first of all this is stored program. So stored program may be in form of alphanumeric codes, some sort of punch sets or other coded systems. So after that here stored program will feed into machine control unit, so that machine control unit can read the programs and execute the sequence of operations in the movement of various components of this machine tools. Generally what happen, the program is read by machine control unit, and machine control unit just execute the sequence of process. Suppose if we are talking about turning, milling, grinding and other say drilling, so sequence of operations will be instructed to machine control unit, and after that accordingly it will produce the component as per program sequence. So here in block diagram we can see the program instructions, it is transferred to machine control unit, and machine control unit just feed it to the machine control system, machine tool processing equipments, so that the program instructions can be executed for actual manufacturing of product. And after that the machines have also feedback system which it can just transfer to machine control unit about the execution of part programs. So here talking about the basic components of numerical control system. So first one is program of instructions. So the program is step by step command that direct the action of processing equipments. In machine tool applications, the program of instructions is called part program, and the person who prepare the program is called programmer. So here in these applications, the individual command refer to position of cutting tool relative to work table on which work part is fixed. So here additional instructions are usually included, such as spindle feed, feed rate, cutting tool selections and other functions. So here these programs is coded on a suitable medium for submission to machine control unit. So here we are seeing the system that with the help of part drawing, the part program is prepared, and initially in olden days the program tape were made with the help of holes, and accordingly it will consist of this program part, and the program tape is usually read by the tape reader, which can decode the steps of procedure of manufacturing processes, and after that it can transfer the program execution to machine tool. So accordingly machine tools will work. So here the program instructions which we are preparation of programs in earlier slide I am talking. So here this can be prepared according to the sequence of operations. So here talking about various input media for part programming. So first one is punch card. So punch card in which various holes are made, and accordingly these holes is decoded by the machine control unit. After that magnetic tapes and floppy disk. So these magnetic tape and floppy disk also contain the coded information for the part programming and executions of that. So here if we are talking that all these systems, these three systems, punch card, magnetic tape, floppy and paper tape, these are used in olden days. So currently here nowadays part programming with G code and M codes is very popular in numerical control machines. So these NC machine tools are used in olden days. So here we can see the complete system of this manufacturing to tool. So here we can see the work tables, and after that here this is magnetic box and feedback system is there, so that we can the machine can decode the program, and accordingly it can send feedback to the machine systems. After that, the second component of NC tool is machine control unit. So here machine control unit, it consists of a microcomputer and related control hardware that store the programs of instruction and execute it by converting each command into mechanical action of processing equipment. So one command at a time. The related hardware of MCU includes component to interface with processing equipment and feedback control elements. The machine control unit also includes one or more reading devices for entering parts program into memory, and also it includes control of system software, calculation algorithm and translation software to convert NC part programs into usable format of the MCU. So here talking about third component, which is processing equipment. So first one we have discussed about part programming. In part programming we will prepare a sequence of operation in the form of punch tape, magnetic tapes, and after that system the execution of program will read by the machine control unit, and after that the decoding of part programs, it will actually send to the processing equipment or machine tools. So here it perform useful work and accomplish the processing steps to transform the starting of workpiece into complete part. So the complete part will be fabricated in this stage. So its operation is directed by machine control unit. So machine control unit will send step by step instructions to machine tool, and also the same machine tool will give feedback to machine control unit. So which is in turn is driven by instructions contained in the part program. So generally here the most common example of NC machining, the processing equipment consists of work table and spindle as well as motors and control to drive them. So here talking about NC machine tools, so following operations may be automatic. So here first one is automatic starting and stopping of the spindles, controlling the spindle speed, automatic positioning the cutting tools by controlling the motion of slides, controlling the feed rate and changing the cutting tools. Here talking about the details of part drawing and part programming. So here part program is step by step instructions which we have seen earlier slides to carry out the operations. So the instructions is written by drawing and cutting the process parameters. So methods of programming we have seen here. First one is manual part programming and second one is computer aided programming. So here just talking about these programs. So earlier the program were entered in program tape. So here we can see the tapes and various holes are there, and accordingly these punched hole can be made with the help of punching machines, and this the same is fit to the machine control units. So we can see simply this line punch tape has been replaced by magnetic cassettes, floppy, pen drive and hard disk, etc. So machine control unit, here we can say about this, it is a heart of machines that consist of some electronics, hardwares and read NC programs. interpret and conversely translate the mechanical actions of machine tools. So for executions of machine tools, this machine control will provide the informations. So here the component of machine tools is consist of tape reader, memory, processor, output channels, control panel and feedback channels. Here if we are going detail in MCU, machine control unit. So machine control unit perform the following functions. First, it read the coded instructions, decode coded instructions, implement interpolation, linear, circular, helix versus to generate axis motion commands, feed axis motion command to amplified circuits for driving the axis mechanism, received the signal of positions and speed for each drive axis, and finally here to implement auxiliary control functions such as coolant or spindle speed, on off and tool change. Here we can, if we are seeing about the operation of MCU, so all the following functions from starting of machine to changing of tools is controlled by this machine tools. And talking about the advantages of NC machines, so some of advantages of NC machines is reduced lead time for productions. If we are talking about general manufacturing process, so production lead time plays a very vital role. So suppose in manual system we are manufacturing 50 number of products, then it can be increased up to 500 or say 5000 with the help of this NC machines. So finally it will lead to the increase in productivity and also reduce human effort, or we can say reduction of human error, so that it is easily possible to check the quality controls and to manufacture good quality of products with these CNC machines. So high degree of accuracy is possible with the machines, less inspection is required, greater machine tool safety, greater operator safety. So all these are the advantages of this NC machine tools. So with these NC machine tools, there is also some type of limitations. So talking about limitations, so first one is that high initial cost. So generally for production of low component or the manufacturing of very small amount of component, or talking about some flexible manufacturing system in which we are making different components, so that it will lead to high initial cost there. And also due to number of motion system and other automatic systems to mechanize the machine tools, so the manufacturing cost for this is going on higher side, and also the higher operational cost is involved with this NC machine tools. And talking about the life of tapes, so that limited life of tapes is associated with this NC machine tools. Also time consuming operations required during the punching of tape. Also talking about the control systems, so there is two control systems over CNC machines. So here first one is open loop system. So open loop system, just we are giving instructions feed to the controller. So generally here it is converted electrical pulse into signals and sent to the stepper motors. Here the number of electronics pulse determine the distance, a frequency of tape determine the speed. So it is usually used in point to point applications. So here just we have some advantages of these open loop systems, that is less expensive, less complicated. And talking about its disadvantage, so less accuracy and repeatability is associated with open loop system. So here just we can see the this input is given to this stepper motors, and after that the work table is just attached with this lead screw, and it can accordingly slide to and fro motions, and linear motions is there. So that there is only one system, one way of system, that we can giving the motions to this stepper motors, and accordingly it can move in to and fro directions with the rotation of this lead screw. So talking about closed loop system, so initially in open loop system we have seen that the stepper motors rotating the lead screw, and after that the machine tool parts is going to move into and fro directions. But if we are talking about this closed loop system, so that proper feedback system is there. Feedback system is there in closed loop system, so is widely used and having advantages for this. So talking about the difference, so here it have feedback which may be analog or digital. The feedback mechanism here allow the machine to know where the tool is in regard to the previous moments, and the proper feedback system is given to the machines with this closed loop systems. So here we can see the input signals is given here, and digital to analog control systems which operate these servo motors, and here this is work table which is rotated through this lead screw, and there is optical encoder also through which we can analyze the systems and get feedback signals. So feedback signals about the manufacturing system, manufacturing components. So the main difference is in between open loop and closed loop is that in open loop system there is no feedback, and in closed loop system there is feedback systems. So here if we are talking about the computer numerical control machines, so the after numerical control machine we will see about computer numerical control machines. So here the difference between this we can see here the CNC machines which is currently used in manufacturing processes and having very much features as compared to NC machine tools. The NC machine tools was widely used in earlier days. It used tapes, magnetic tapes, punch card, alphanumeric codes. But here in CNC machines we are using G codes and M codes and computer based system. So no need to prepare a part program or punch tape, so that we can accordingly increase the productivity of system, that is not taking much time in preparation of these preparing codes and other things, and also it is widely used in manufacturing industry. So talking about this input system, so here in CNC machine system we can see that the code systems can be generated with the help of this computer. So here the computer is used to input the design, softwares used to draw design with the help of computer, and after that here in interface we are seeing that the signal from the computer to form the CNC machine can be used. The interface is connected to the CNC machine system. Here computer system is connected to this with the help of this interface of programs and all. It is connected to the output system, that is machine tool, in which we can perform various operations like turning, milling, drilling etc. So here the signal from the interface controls the movement of cutting tools. Design is manufactured on the CNC machine. Here talking about the CNC machines, so we recognize that trend towards smaller, less expensive computers soon become practical to apply a single small computer into one machine tool. So this concept came to called computer numerical control systems. So initially we can say that around 1970s the CNC machine systems was come into the picture, and after that the similarly it can be it is popularized on day to day basis. So here we can classify the computer numerical control systems in two parts. So that first one is it can be used in machining or metal removing technique, and other is can be used for other machine tool applications, like we can say the robotic application where this system can be used. So here in machine tool applications associated with metalworking industries and non-machine tool application comprise a diverse group of operationals in other industries. So we have discussed about in our previous slide that all these operations similarly as in numerical control we can use in this computer numerical control system also. And talking about various general operations in computer numerical control machining, so first one is the turning system. So in turning we are just going to reduce the dia of shaft or other bar as per our need of manufacturing processes, and after that this is drilling. So drilling, if we have to create a hole in any components, we are going to use this drilling machines. After that similarly milling machine and grinding is used, surface grinding used for machining operations. So these are the common manufacturing operations. Machining operation can be used in computer numerical control machines. So just talking about the advantages of CNC machines, here we can see that there is possibility of performing multiple operations on the same machines. More complex parts geometry can be possible. The scrap rate is significantly reduced. If we are talking about the manual system, that manual system is associated with lot of scrap generations and all, but with the help of this CNC machine we can control here, and lesser scrap rate is produced. Also it is easier to perform quality assurance by a spot check instead of checking all parts, so that we need not to perform quality inspections on every component. We can also select some parts from the lot, and accordingly it can be used to quality control over all the parts. Similarly, here other advantages is production is significantly increased, and also leads to shorter manufacturing time. Talking about disadvantages of CNC machines, so these are quite expensive. They have to programmed, set up and operated and maintained by highly skilled person. Only the main limitations, or we can say disadvantages of this numerical control system is that a highly qualified operator is needed to operate the machines. So talking about the features of CNC machines, so here some of important feature of CNC machine is that storage of more than one part program, and also various form of program input can be given. Program editing is also very easy here in CNC machine. We can easily edit the program in computer system or through machine control unit. But if we are talking about numerical control machines, so at that time it was very difficult, because a punch hole or alphanumeric numeric code has been generated, so that here in CNC machine system a part can be saved and later it can be changed as per the need. After that, using programming subroutine and macros, interpolations, positioning features for setup, cutter length and size compensation is easily possible, acceleration and deceleration calculations, communication interface is good between machine and computer. So, talking about the type of NC systems here, so machine controls are divided in three groups: traditional machine NC, numerical control, CNC machine, and direct numerical control systems. So when we are seeing these all systems, so we have this in NC systems. We are giving part program with the help of alphanumeric codes and punch tape. It is read through controller, which is MCU, and the information is transmitted to machine control or machine tools. And talking about here CNC machine, so this controller is replaced by computer systems, so that we can feed the part through computers, and it can executed, the program is executed or decoded step by step through machine tools. Talking about direct numerical control system, so here in direct control system there is a single host computer which is just interlinked with other computer systems, and through which different machine tool can be operated with the help of this DNC. So for other systems NC, CNC and DNC in details, we will talk in our next lecture. So thank you.